that your crew not with the world wide get why.
Same troop, I just had to reheat it. Ain't know my name, I ain't had to repeat it. I'm with the ride with the blah blah. All that like Kel and Get It. Yeah, I'm with all that.
We'll see the Golden State Warriors and the Denver Nuggets. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. Pass to Murray, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
The kick outside to Butler. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Brown. Porter looking it over. And Moody pulls it down. Podziemski with it. Now defended by Jokic. Outside for Curry. Now here's Moody. Guarded by Porter. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Murray down low. Pass to Gordon. Over Butler. And it's Gordon missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Green. Outside Butler. Just fine on the clock. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And over time, he's been a work in progress, but Butler has developed a solid jumper. I mean, when he's got his feet up under him, he's a knockdown scorer, folks. You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done. What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Shots good by Green.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Here's Murray. With the drive. They need this. Goes back up. Gordon. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, great hustle from Gordon using his patented vertical. A sky up for the board.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Porter. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. We briefly spoke with David Adelman. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Butler. Michael Porter making his last shot.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Back to Gordon. Trying to get open is Murray. And it's Gordon missing.
I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that. I can go for that.
Curry can't get it to go. And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 4-point game. Here's Jokic. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
Different look here for the Warriors. Clark, what we appreciate, you know, for some players, success can change them, but not for Jokic. He seems like the same guy.
He certainly does, boy, and he is special. He is so much fun to watch. Seems to be even-keeled and down to earth, but his game is heaven sent for sure.
Here's Jokic. Goes up again. He lays it in. Jokic has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Hield. Kuminga down low. From 12 feet out. Fires top of the key. Westbrook pulls it in. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Watson. Now, here's Jokic. 5 points in the game. Murray outside. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Saric. Out to the wing. Here's Watson. Now here's Saric. It's stolen by Kuminga. Jackson Davis with it. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Saric. Denver in the lead. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
And the Warriors miss again.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Watson. Nice defense from Kuminga. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Jackson Davis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Brown. They're whistled for a blocking foul, and he'll head to the line. Clark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
And the Warriors miss again. Denver leading by 3. They swipe it. Now the Warriors moving it up. Payton can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Brown. Murray surveying the D. 5 on the clock. Denver needs to get off his shot. Or 3, Westbrook. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Three-pointer, Payton. Tries again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And the Warriors making a change here. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Denver calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Here's Green. Off with the layup. Murray outside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, that's a nice take and make by Murray, a scoring guard with tremendous skills and confidence.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the 3. He's got all of those.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Pass to Jokic. Jokic rumbling down the lane.
Boy, that's a powerhouse drive by Jokic, busting up the defense and getting to his shot.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Warriors substitution. Number 7.
Warriors trail by 6. Down low. Here's Moody. He's off on that one. Nice D from Porter. And here's Denver. Pass to Brown. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Murray outside. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Murray doing whatever it takes to find the shot. Dynamic play from Jamal.
And stolen by Gordon. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Murray outside. Here's Brown. Back to Murray. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Outside Butler. Fires it up. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Trailing here by 8. Rejected by Murray. To the paint. Here's Jokic. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Outside Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Butler's got 13 points.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Murray, good.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
Here's Butler, following the score by Jamal Murray. Curry, wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets leading by 9. Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about him. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing, and horses apparently one of his other passions for sure.
Here's Moody. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you see what you have here. I mean, the unselfishness of Butler, an often unsung trait of his.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Murray outside. No good with the layup. Warriors trailed by 4. Podziemski with it. From past the arc. Moody's shot is off. Outside Gordon. Back to Jokic. Over Green. And that one's good. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Here's Murray. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Here's Gordon. Here's Jokic. Green with the rebound. Warriors trailed by 4. Pass to Butler. Green deciding where to go with it. Now Moody. Butler in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Gordon. Denver leading by 4. Here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, good. Murray's got 15.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. A minute 50 left to play in the third. The kick outside to Butler. For the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Westbrook. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And now it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
How smooth was that move by Westbrook there? He can't close the distance, so he just ends up shooting that nice little soft floater.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, Murray is a better athlete than he looks. He's actually terrific as an athlete. Have to love seeing him use that momentum to bounce up and throw it down.
Here's Podziemski. Out to Payton. Back to Podziemski. Offline with his three. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. Bruising basketball from Jokic.
Savvy, size, length, strength, touch. Jokic a low down on the blocks.
Here's Butler. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And here's Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Green with the rebound. Now Podziemski takes the three. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Nuggets on top, leading by 9. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. They have a 9-point lead. No good. Kuminga down low. And Kuminga throws it down.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete.
No question about it. He's very comfortable in the air. Dunks like that, no problem for him.
Now here's Westbrook. Overhealed. Hits the front of the rim and out. Pass to Jackson Davis. And the layup's good off the glass.
Jackson Davis.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Murray with it. Kuminga picks him up. And another miss by Denver.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Outside for Curry. Outside, Kuminga. 6 to shoot. Back to Curry. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
Timeout called, Nuggets. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Was able to listen on what David Adelman went over with his team. With the game in the balance, coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. Told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Curry. following the miss by Jokic. Moody. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Jokic.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Yes, and the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nuggets.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
And that one drops. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Butler. They kick it out to Green. Curry is inside. Three-pointer, Butler. And Jokic with the rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
Looking to end the run. That one a little long. Denver leading by 9. Murray down low. Missed inside. Curry with it. Now defended by Jokic. Here's Green over Gordon. And it's Green missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Warriors trail by 9. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
On the wing, Porter. Pass to Gordon. Poked loose. And stolen by Butler.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Now Porter after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Moses Moody.
Really love seeing this from Porter Jr. The more aggressive he is, the better he plays.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. Up top, Moody. Pass to Podziemski. Butler with the ball. No good on the 3. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Brown. Green with the block.
No matter what night it is, Green seeks to intimidate and more often than not succeed.
That one falls. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jamal Murray.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 8. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Murray for three, and the miss. So the Nuggets win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks.